I'm gonna need a cup of tea for this one. Cheers. Now let me get into the headache that was moving from Los Angeles to the East Coast. I don't want to be dramatic, but the move that I had was pretty intense. Okay, so welcome to my new home. Cheers. I'm originally from the East Coast, so I went from East Coast to West Coast, and I'm back here in the East Coast. And even though I said I would never, ever, ever come back home, I did come home with a twist. Living with my mama, but not because I'm living in my mom's house. My mom is living in my house, which is super exciting. Videos on that coming. Don't forget to subscribe. For anybody who's been traveling the world, there's always gonna be this struggle between, do I travel? Do I find a home base? And I'm very much a homebody, which is ironic because I haven't really had much of a home in the last decade. But I always liked having my place because home is the reason why travel feels so good, because you know that you could always go home. So I'd been paying rent in Los Angeles for about 6 months in an apartment that I was not in for those 6 months, and it was then that I realized I gotta move out. Like, what am I doing paying rent for nothing? It just so happened to be in the middle of the pandemic. I was working on a show that lasted the entire year, and even though I wanted to stay in Los Angeles, I realized like this is not sustainable, nor is my family there. So back in July, I decided it was time to move out of my apartment, and LA didn't want to let me go, honey. It was a rough move. I'm stressed, I'm pressed. This is how we're feeling, this is the vibe.
We've accomplished a total of
nothing.
tasks.
Tip number 1, have good friends. Misako was the only reason why I didn't lose my shit this entire time. I only had a week because I was gonna start shooting again at the end of the month, so I needed to like move out of LA, come back to Connecticut, move in, and then pack my suitcase and leave my life.
Tell the people what we've done.
I am so mad right now. I'm gonna take a seat. It's just one of them days. So here's what happened. I wish you could see Misako in the mirror. You kind of can. There she is. So I wake up, I film the house tour video, and then I'm like, okay, I have an appointment, but I need to pick up my car. So I went to my friend's place. My car has been parked there since January. So it's July, so that's 6 months. On occasion, he would turn on the car, just cause if you don't turn on a car, it goes dead. I show up this morning early so that I had time to take care of the car in case it was dead. Lo and behold, car was dead. So the tip here is, if you travel a lot, you might want to sell your car before you leave. I didn't know I was gonna be gone for that long, so I didn't really have time to plan ahead, but now I know that if I'm traveling, I'm leaving my car in the hands of somebody who will turn it on, drive it, because you need to exercise the car. The car needs you just as much as you need the car. It's a really bizarre relationship, to be honest. And I was like, whatever, I'll Uber to my doctor's appointment, which was 30 minutes away and also cost me $30. I show up to the doctor's office and it's closed. And I call, even though my appointment was confirmed. Yeah, the office is closed. That's so weird. I'm like, is it weird or is it ruining my day? Then luckily my good friend Misako lived nearby, so I Ubered to her place so that we could go figure out how to fix my car. She's like, Joe, call insurance. You pay insurance. Why don't you? I'm like, wow, this is why you're my friend. Call insurance, they come and jumpstart my car. Seems like the day was saved. And then the tire of my car was on level 12. It's supposed to be on 30. So I'm like, Sako, go ahead, I'll meet you at the house. I'm just stopping by to get a little air at the gas station. Turned off my car, went inside the gas station to get the machine to start working, put the air in my tire, turn on the car, except it didn't turn on. And I'm like, Misako and Bella, I need your help. Come get me at this gas station. Here's the funny thing. I'm like, you know what? I'm at a gas station. Let me buy jumper cables, right? Like, I've never had to do this before. Maybe this is gonna solve the problem. So I go inside the gas station while Misako's pulling up and pay $30 for these jumper cables because at least I don't have to call roadside assistance again and wait for them to come 35 minutes. Misako pulls up. We're both so scared. We see sparks flying. Yeah. Misako.
You know, we're trying to be independent, get this car started, almost get electrocuted. Buzz, buzz.
So then a nice man named Tony stops by. He's like, you ladies know what you're doing? And we're like, no, come help us. And we had YouTubed and Googled and like we had found videos, so we kind of did know what we were doing.
We did figure it out, yeah.
Tony backed us up. He's like, yeah, this is correct. You guys are doing it right. And then he's like, try to start it. And I'm like, nope, it's not starting. Okay, here is the thing. My car is a hybrid and I didn't know this, but you need to locate the 12-volt battery, which could be in the hood of the car or in the trunk. And we didn't know where it was. And so we tried to jump start it ourselves and we almost killed ourselves. If ever you get in a situation with a hybrid car and you need to jumpstart it, call roadside assistance, honey. Don't try to do it yourself if you don't know what you're doing. So then I get on the phone with roadside assistance, which took probably 30 minutes to get anybody on the phone. The same man comes back to rescue me another 30 minutes later. So now at this point, it's been an hour and a half of us waiting. He's like, well, if the car is not turning on, it's because the battery is broken. He gave me a jump start and it turned on. I called AutoZone, 2 different locations to try to get the battery changed because now I know I have a battery problem. Now I know I gotta change the battery. Oh yeah, we have what you're looking for. Stop on by. Go to this AutoZone. Do not turn off my car because now I know if I turn it off, it's not gonna turn back on. Get inside the AutoZone. We can't do that. Well, let's just confirm. Man comes outside. Yeah, this is a hybrid. We can't do this. You need to go to a Ford dealership. And I'm like, then of course, my camera died. I need to take a sip. So then what happened? Then we came back home and I'm like, Misako's like, don't even bother, like just go home and figure it out later.
Yeah, like so she can pack.
Cause I have to, remember when I had to pack in 2 days and it's already been a whole day and I have not done one thing? Put the car in the front, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna let it run for 20 minutes because that's what they say, to keep the car on for 20 minutes and then if I turn it off, hopefully it'll turn back on. Nope. It's dead. So now I'm trying to call Ford. They're not picking up because guess what? It's July 4th. Everybody's having a good time except for us. And Misako didn't need to be here. And she's the only reason why this day isn't complete garbage can on fire. I love you, my sister.
I love you too. We're gonna figure it out. It's not, you know what? It's not that big of a deal. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We always do.
Wow, what would I do without that girl?
But you know what? We're healthy. We're alive, and we're gonna thrive.
As I have 2 swollen lymph nodes on my neck for 2 months, like,
oh Jesus.
Don't get me started about insurance. I'll never leave this chair.
Insurance.
All right, let's pack. I love you.
You too.
I can't believe you're helping me.
Oh my goodness.
So do I have too many clothes?
I'd say you have a surplus of clothes.
Get yourself a friend that's not gonna judge you.
For your floral pants.
Though that's a dress. I love how you're just making the decisions for me. You're like, this is ugly.
No, I saw that sitting there. I didn't move it.
No, it is. It's from Goodwill. I don't need it. That's another one of like, it's good in theory. I don't want that.
I'm the worst person. I'm like, you don't need it. You don't need it.
Well, it's like, when am I gonna wear this?
No.
It's not me. Yeah, that is me. If it looks like a rag and it's 40 years old, it's me. I am a penny. What about this?
It feels like we don't need it.
Check the pockets. Oh my god, oh my god.
Sweater you're keeping?
Yeah, it's a good stay-at-home sweater.
Joe's like, that's a good around-the-house pant, a good around-the-house sweater. I'm like, okay, you have your around-the-house clothes.
What about this?
No.
This is like I'm 15 and I shop at Limited too. No. Why would I wear that?
She's releasing. Does it bring you joy?
No, that doesn't either. Take it away from me. Get it out of my face.
Let it go. Nope.
I don't want to throw out my hard work.
Keep it then.
No, it's taking up space. I don't need it. That's like 100 years old. I don't need that.
I'm glad we're letting go.
This one is good in theory. I think it's from Fashion Nova, so it comes literally down to my nipples. It's cut here. It's a sweater.
This.
Look at the open, wide open. That, yeah, I gotta keep. That's like a skin. Sometimes too, I feel really bad giving things away that are really expensive. Like that, I spend so much money on, even though it's honestly a shredded piece of cloth. If you're wearing a sweater, you're cold. So why would you wear a sweater that has this many holes? But this could be good for when it's cold, but you're kind of hot.
No. Let it go. Let it go.
What about this one?
I feel like, is that mine?
No, we all have the same exact one, which means I gotta keep it. This one is great. It's actually cozy and warm, and it makes me feel like I'm on a pilot. Oh my god, we're almost done?
Around the house sweater. It says I'm not going out today, tomorrow, or the day after that.
Where's my cup of tea? Like I am a jean sack, but it's good for like a fall night.
Good for a fall.
I have a serious problem. We are on a roll!
We're getting it done.
Okay, so today's the last day I have to move. My car is still dead, parked on the street, and I'm the kind of person that realizes that with me, it's never gonna be easy. And you know what? I try to find the silver linings in all the things that go wrong. I learned an expensive lesson about hybrid cars, and I'm learning about packing. Conclusion, get rid of everything! Let's do this. I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff, like a lot of stuff to close out this chapter. It's too much. Look at this. I swear I've been packing and it doesn't look like it. Woo! Last night sleeping in this apartment is done. I'm sad about it, but I'm ready to be done. It's like, it's time. I'm done. Can't believe I'm going to the East Coast. I told my mom this would never happen. And guess what it did? She was right. I was wrong. Mama knows best. No, she doesn't, actually. Because it took 5 years for me to come back, which was a reasonable amount of time. I had to make my career happen, you know? Okay, last coffee in the apartment is gonna be had right now. It's been real. Cheers to moving out of this bitch. Oh my God, it's getting taken apart. It's almost empty. I can't believe it. So I was never the kind of person who would think hiring movers was a good idea, but because I only had a week left, I'm like, you either got time or you got money. So I ended up hiring movers. Make sure that you're looking at the reviews because movers could be hit or miss. You really never know. You need to have at least 50 reviews or more for me to believe the reviews because you could just be creating fake accounts and giving yourself 5 stars. I don't freaking know. Misako just saved me, the crisis queen. You want this girl around anytime you're stressed. There was drama just now. There was drama. I was losing my cool. Misako came through though. Basically, so I ordered this thing called a pod because I'm moving my stuff from West Coast to East Coast, and so I'm gonna bring everything to this storage container and then it's gonna get put on my truck. And I was scared that I would move everything and then the pod wouldn't be available. Luckily it is. Misako got through because of course today their system was down and so I couldn't get through, but then somehow Misako got through. What'd you do?
You just have to like click another option. Like I said, we were getting a quote for a new pod. They're not gonna want to lose money. That's the hack.
That's the hack. Always act like you're gonna buy something and then they'll get you a human. But if you bought it, they don't care about you.
Yeah.
Customer service is never gonna actually service the customer.
No.
It's gone. It's all gone. Then I gotta figure out how to pack my plants and put them either in the car or giving them away. Plants getting ready for their road trip, except for that one. That one's done. I left this out strategically so I could have the glass of wine as my exit. Moving is a pain in the... The truth about this apartment is that I got it thinking that I would stay here for a while. I got all cozy and settled, and then I remembered who I was. I am Joanna Franco, and I don't stay still for very long. So it is empty now. This is all garbage, and it's been real. It's been beautiful. It's been a good time. It's a nice place. $14.75 I paid for this. Rent stabilized. Incredible backyard, and like I don't know, it feels like season finale vibes. That's life, I guess. I'm like so sad, I start crying. It's nice to be able to have these memories here because now I've also documented it. I've filmed this process and I can be like, damn, when I was 27, I lived in this 1-bedroom apartment in LA by myself and it was nice, it was really cozy. So nothing but good vibes in here. That's not true because a lot of bad things happened in this apartment. Not bad, but like sad. I guess it's not the apartment, it's what you put inside of the apartment. Hoarder much, Joe? Okay, let me just shut up. Now the big scary moment is, will the movers be able to actually unload the stuff into the pod? That's like the drama, the arc of this video. Otherwise, I'm canceling my internet, canceling my water service, my gas. So don't forget to do that when you're moving out too. Cheers to the last sip of red wine in this place. It's cool what I could accomplish in LA though. Like when I first moved here, I didn't have any money saved and didn't know how I was gonna pay rent, and somehow I just kept upgrading. Like first I lived in a 2-bedroom with Damon, then I lived in a studio, then I lived in a 1-bedroom, and now I'm about to buy a house. So it's pretty cool that, you know, you see progress in your life if you work for progress. If you work towards it, it's bound to happen. It takes a little longer than you might expect, or it might look a little different, but it's been a good time. It's been a wild ride. Cheers to moving back home. You know, they say that if you don't look at somebody's eyes when you cheers, it's rude. This is hilarious. My plants are all packed here. Ready for the trip. I hope they make it. Now the question is, will they survive?
We strongly recommend visiting roadrunnerauto
I hate you.
to check on the status of your order. If you need to speak with a customer service representative, please try your call again at a later time.
Thanks, Misako.
Happy birthday, dear JoJo. Happy birthday to you.
To many more. I wish for world peace. So yeah, Sako woke up early. She left and got these delicious pastries and candles. So Paige texted you and like coordinated for you to get the schmalcohol?
No, she had it delivered.
Paige, you got me all of these presents. Happy birthday, Joe. Hope you have a wonderful day and picnic. And thanks, Misako. Paige! I have been going through a lot. So it's nice to remember that I have beautiful friends who are always there for me, regardless of how crazy I am with customer service. Like, what do you mean you didn't pick up my car? If I could get a human on the phone, I would do that, but I can't, so. I fixed the car. The battery was not $6,000, it was $200. There was a nail in my tire in the one spot in a tire where you can't fix it, so I had to get a new tire. This is my afternoon right now. Tow truck life. Then yesterday I'm waiting here with Sako all day long. We were both actual snails glued to the bed.
Yeah.
Because my car was supposed to be towed to Connecticut, you know, it's supposed to like get on the truck and go. They gave me a window from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 p.m., haven't heard from them. Start calling, hey, are you guys coming today? Nobody picks up. I get a human on the phone using Masako's trick to act like you're booking the service. I did get a human, it worked. But this human was so rude. He was like, oh yeah, you're going to Connecticut? Let me transfer you. And then sends me to a full voicemail. So I can't even leave a voicemail. Then Masako does another trick. This is such a good hack. Goes on Yelp and starts reading reviews. What'd you find?
There were people from like yesterday, the day before, who were like, it's a tentative day, they don't come on time, like I had to cancel my order. Some people were saying that they do come, they just come like 2 weeks later, but yeah, we found that a lot of people were struggling with this same exact issue.
So now my car is gonna be living in Masako's house for a little bit, inside of the living room. My flight's tonight, it is my birthday. I'm 28, I'm moving out, moving up. Like 28. I remember when I thought people who were 28 were like adults that had everything figured out, and I don't have those things. Right?
You have it pretty figured out, I would say.
You're a youngin', that's why you're saying that. Can't say I'm gonna miss this. This is how Los Angeles says goodbye to me. I might have the worst luck I have ever seen. I don't know if I'm ever being dramatic or if I'm being very reasonable. First of all, we got here and the pod that they told me would fit a 1-bedroom is so small that it's only enough to fit an actual bed, probably just the bed. Super tiny, so then I had to call customer service, last minute try to get the pod upgraded. They gave me a bigger one. Apparently they said it's the same price. Go there to get money out. Guess what? They think I'm fraud. So then I tried 7 times, didn't work. Had to call to get them to release my money, the money I made, my money. It's my money, I'm not a fraud. Now the movers are done. I paid a lot of money, and even though they only worked for 4.5 hours, I was charged for 5. And then I gave them a fat tip because they were nice and good. And now they're gone, but the door won't close. Oh! No, you need your hands. Now we sit and wait. It's like this is the definition of inconvenience.
Oh.
I digress. My car has made it to Connecticut! Ah! And my plants survived, dude. These plants are, okay, that one is really dead. But these are the real truth. I can't believe I pulled this off. Oh my God, this is a lot of logistics. For everyone who is moving because of the pandemic, my strength is being virtually sent your way right now. For anyone thinking about moving, maybe this video swayed you in that direction or in the opposite once you saw how stressful I was. That's it for now, everyone. Cheers to the next adventure. And this is my new house. I can't wait to film these tours. I never thought I would be back. But alas, life has a funny way of laughing in your face.